Episode 21. Our assault on the Hellhing continues. Although I guess it's more of a defensive maneuver that we're doing right now. But we're gonna have to fight that thing eventually, right? Do we still have to do that whole animation? Like going over these things even though we're flying? It kind of made more sense when we were on the ground, crushing it between the tank and the ground. Whatever. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the safe route is actually the lower one. I actually thought this might be the more dangerous route on the lower side, because that's what it was previously. So I thought I was getting a windfall of SP, but no. We're just going this way. I did not account for that. Whatever. We'll survive. New enemy. The Shade Baron. It was born of unknown technology. Periodically, it will hide its weakness with blind to defend itself while attacking. Alright, we're getting into this now. It feels like it hasn't happened yet, but I mean only on bosses sometimes. But it seems like enemies are starting to have more status effect moves on themselves and on us. So all of these skills that we've already gotten that I haven't been using for status effect stuff, I'm gonna have to keep in mind even more now. What do we have that can remove status effects on the enemy anyway? Who does that sort of thing? I think... Did Hannah do it? No, she just kind of protects. It wasn't Sox, he only does attack status effect stuff. Someone here did some kind of defensive thing that removes it from the enemy. You know what? It was probably... Chick, right? Maybe? Was it Vanish? I think Vanish removes it from the enemy. Probably. I can check that, right? Just for future reference. So I know if I have to pull it out if I urgently need it. Okay, but it costs 14 SP. It does work on all enemies though. I don't think anyone else does that for cheaper on just one enemy. So I guess you just kind of have to accept that the enemy has their buffs most of the time. Well, you can probably get by just applying other debuffs on them that are unrelated, right? Like making them do less damage or have darkness or something. Here. Have a piercing shot. A normal one. You like that, huh? Have another. Looks good. Won't really get a combo from this, not really. Just like a minor one for Malt. Shall we save our assist for the next battle? We could go higher defense from the start. How much HP does this guy still have? 4,000? We do around 1900 on 0 armor enemies with Malt's cannon, if I remember that correctly. At our current level anyway. So it'll be at least maybe... Well, he'll get one more attack in. As for us, it's hard to calculate with cannons and machine guns falling behind, but probably 5 more turns on our end if I don't switch around too much or something like that. So we'll get some assist gauge, a little bit at least. So we could use this right now for the defense and charge it up for the next battle. Do we really want to save it, or... I think just to get the affinity and level up each of these levels here, we'll use it. Try to use it as often as possible so everyone levels up. Oh right, and of course it takes damage, so it'll last even less turns than I thought. Well, it's a shame, but I guess we're using Kyle's critical, his hero mode. We didn't have to, but I didn't feel like min-maxing, pocketing my hero modes. Alright, so... Alright, great. He's getting some excitement back already. I think we'll work on... Well, we'll start with this. And we'll worry about the other guys in a second. We can delay one of them, yeah. Put socks here. And that looks good. No, wait. Socks goes here. There we are. We still have Boron's hero mode, but I'll save it. Still have Boron's hero mode, but I'll save that for the purple battle, the elite battle we're coming up on. Right, it's only 70% on that. Alright, how do we deal with that? This... What does this do? Invulnerable to one attack, okay. It's just one attack, right? So what if... Wait. What's this exactly called? 5-hit attack. Does it mean one attack or one hit? Well, what if we did this? No, wait. No, it costs a lot of SP anyway. I was thinking of doing a multi-piercing attack, but that only applies to Mei. Then we could see if it removes the guard and then hits them with the other hits of the machine gun attack. Let's just try it on this guy. Okay, so multi-hit attacks do actually count as multiple things for the guard. That's good to know. Which is actually a problem we're in right now, so... Could do this. It's 4 hits. It'll waste like 1 attack, but that's fine. Multi attack only costs like 4 SP, so I don't think that's too bad of a usage of that. Alright, so we'll delay this one. And we're keeping our combo going. Can we finish this guy off? For 4,000? I wasn't checking how much damage Maul was doing. Well, we can't finish him off, but we can delay him. Let's see. I think he'll do 1900 times 2, or was that 1900 already factoring in some combo damage when I remembered that, or memorized it? Well, we'll go with this. You know, I should have checked or kept out... This is fine, actually. Yeah, this is fine. Just do a normal attack. Okay, so 1900 was already taking into account some combo damage. I need to actually memorize the amount of damage that we do with no combo, unlike a cannon, just as a baseline. I want to take out this one. It's kind of risky though, with 70%. If we could take out this one, that'd be great, but that's not possible with our current level of damage on the grenade launcher. I think we can definitely take out this one though, so do that. Alright, that seals it. Alright, and now we'll do this. Wait, no. I kinda regret that. I guess it's fine. I think I maybe wanted to use the move that lets us all go at once. But I think we're actually fine. You know what? Maybe we can use it now, or... You know, we'll actually defeat this thing before we have to deal with it. Here, bring out... That'll die, so... Malt first, then socks. Oh no, that's backwards. How to get that backwards? Damn it. It'll still die. Oh, you get +1 for killing an enemy and +1 for destroying a marker. I finally understand why I'm getting +2 sometimes. It should have been obvious, but I was never really paying attention that hard. Okay, new skill. Heaven's Morning. Strong attack on all enemies. HP is recovered. The higher the damage, higher recovery. Interesting. She both protects and attacks. Now we're dealing with this thing. It seems like we're getting an intermission, but we're also not getting any SP before an elite battle right after the intermission, which is part of the required route, interestingly. We don't have to worry too much about SP, we have some items for that. I just have to watch out that we don't get injured. Okay. First of all, this. Yes. Because the assist does more damage than Kyle's attack. Go, my flam. Alright, and we're gonna do this. Damage all the enemies with a cluster bomb on the first guy. And you know what? I like that so much, we're gonna do it again. And bring out Hannah, and that looks good to me. We'll use Hannah for healing if we have to. It's a lot of SP though. You know what? We'll do it, just for fun. It's a purple battle. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I was saving Boron for the purple battle. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't hurt too much. Okay, no one's injured. Alright. Go, Heaven's Morning. The new skill we got. Why not? I guess. This is okay, right? We're gonna get a lot of HP back, so it's a good use of 14 SP, I guess. 17 SP, never mind. Do it. 9,000, that's actually not a huge amount, but it probably depends on like... Well, obviously depends on how much damage we do, but it's more effective when there are more enemies or you buff up Hannah a lot with some kind of attack boosting thing. Something like that. I actually kind of screwed this up because I should have been using Boron rather than SP, because we're about to lose Boron's hero mode going into an intermission. Crap. Well, whatever. At least those bombs went off. That was fun. Probably spent way more SP than I needed to, though. Obviously. Still no SP for Miles, it seems. Alright, who are we talking to? We're full up on Flam, which is kind of a shame. I'd like talking to Flam, but we have to use this strategically to get these other things upgraded. Yeah, let's talk about the diet. We're doing this strategically and we're getting the diet conversation, I guess. Which is just as fun as any of these other conversations, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll get all of these assist conversations in the long run. I want to, anyway. Hi, General Merlot. Oh, Boron. I see you are doing well. Yep, It's because everything's been so tasty. I see, I see. That is wonderful news. Children like you should eat more and grow big and strong.
そうなの?
But I'm not sure if I should be getting any bigger. There is no need to worry. There is nothing wrong with a child eating his fill. One day you may find yourself being scolded for eating too much. But until that day comes, you must enjoy your freedom. For a moment I thought he was going to say, never listen to those words. That's probably what he's doing even to this day, right? Probably gets scolded by Muscat for eating too much. They probably don't have that kind of relationship. But I mean, it's funny to imagine. Is something wrong? You seem kinda sad. Yes. Oh. Never mind. They have exactly that kind of relationship. Lately, Lieutenant Muscat has been telling me that I need to go on a diet. Quite frequently.
そうか.
I see. It's really sad when you can't eat what you want, isn't it? You understand very well, child. Now my heart yearns for a juicy steak and fried foods. Muscat, this isn't your affinity conversation. Get out of here. Lieutenant Muscat. Is something wrong, General Merlot? No, nothing is wrong. Now then, once you return, why don't we all go get something to eat? Without informing Lieutenant Muscat.
やった
Okay, sure. I can't wait. It'll be our secret. Very low SP going into this battle. Probably gonna use an item at the start or something.
ガス化軍の調査部隊も撤退を完了しました。
The survey team has finished their retreat. Children of the Tyrannus, we thank you for your support. We're just glad that everyone is... What? What's going on?
嘘だろ
What am I doing here? I wasn't killed, so what's...
Yeah.
Greetings. I apologize for the sudden summons. You summoned me here? I simply had to congratulate you and your friends on your growth. To think that you would force the Helheim out like that.
素晴らしいよ
How truly marvelous of you, Malt.
おやおや
Dear me, you needn't be so on guard. I am merely here to pass on some helpful words. Helpful words?
そう
The Helheim and the other ancient weapons will become the enemies of everything in this world. That includes you. The Helheim was the one who gave birth to the Vanargard, after all. The secret, well not secret, the endgame boss of Fuga 1. Kind of like a secret to everyone in the country, the reason for the Burman invasion, kind of.
なんだって
The Helheim gave birth to the Vanargand? What do you mean by that? Now then, if I might digress. No, don't digress, answer his question.
実は
There are two gods of destruction in Gasco. I believe you should have seen one of them in the tunnels more than a year ago. Oh. What? Wait. We didn't even, do anything with that. Did the kids even comment on that when we passed by it?
つまり
That is to say, ancient weapons exist all around the world. I feel like they might have commented on it, but it certainly wasn't a plot point, important to the story, I don't think. Or was it? Maybe I'm forgetting, a reason we went down there? I think I remember fighting Brits underground or something. That was the first game. But I think he's talking about sometime in the second game where we saw that. Well, whatever. What does that have to do with us? The old world was destroyed when people went to war with the ancient weapons. Yeah, Juno and all of that. Now the observer who oversees both this world and the ancient weapons has taken notice of you. You should take care.
嘘だろ
The observer? What the hell are we supposed to... Malt got booted out for cursing. You can't say hell. You're 13.
ガス化軍の調査部隊も撤退を完了しました。
Well, I guess hell is sort of like a tier 2 swear or something. Maybe tier 1. Probably okay for a 13-year-old, depending on the parent situation, which, well, it's an orphan, so who cares? The survey team has finished their retreat. Children of the Tyrannus, we thank you for your support. Huh? Wait, we just had this. Did we go back in time? What's wrong, Malt? No, it's nothing. I'm glad the retreat was successful, General Lau. A massive dimensional distortion is forming. It appears the Helheim is attempting to return to its original dimension. Well, good. We want that, right? Go home. Please evacuate the airspace immediately.
ヘルヘイムからの撤退が終わり、再びヘルヘイムを中心とした空域で時空の歪みが生じた。
As all the troops completed their retreat, a massive time-space distortion began forming around the Helheim.
間もなくヘルヘイムは次第にその存在が希薄になり、ついに完全に消失していった。
Soon it began to grow translucent, until it disappeared completely. Alright, mission over. We're free. The war's over. The Helheim has vanished. All signature is lost. Is it finally over? We have received a transmission from an unknown sender. Voice channels are forcibly being opened. What?
ヘルヘイムの区域に起きた異常に対する審議のため、あなた方を召喚いたします。
You are hereby summoned to discuss the manifestation of the Helheim. Listen, it wasn't us. It's not our fault. We killed the guy responsible. You're happy with that, right?
なんだって
What was that? Who just? Warning, a massive object is approaching from below. It's headed directly towards the Tyrannus. Time until impact is 3 seconds. Evasive maneuvers impossible. Brace for impact. That's a whale. Why is there a whale? Oh no. This was not on my checklist for this chapter. Kinda thought we'd just be fighting the Helheim or something. Okay, we're here now. We're halfway through the chapter and now we're somewhere completely different, I guess. Where the hell are we? What's going on in this game? A few hours later? Okay. What happened to us? Have you awoken? Well, I'm glad they got some sleep. I mean, it's still technically the same day that they defeated the Burman Empire. They only got a few hours of sleep, but I guess it's at least some way to, I don't know, demarcate all the stuff that they did previously and all the stuff that they're about to get into. Because it feels like they're not going to get any sleep for at least a while. Probably. We'll see. I too was incapacitated until a few minutes ago. It can be assumed that that massive creature carried us here. That's right. We were swallowed up by that giant thing, and then... Oh, it left. No, wait. Where are we exactly?
現在位置を特定するセンサーが妨害されています。
Our directional sensors are currently being jammed.
推測では雲海の下に存在する地表です。
I speculate that we are underneath the sea of clouds. Really? We can just... I mean... Yeah, what even would be underneath all of that? I never really thought about it. Huh. Was that question ever answered in Solar to Robo? I assume it was. Probably. If your setting, your world, that you create for a game includes a sea of clouds where everyone's kind of flying around, then surely at some point in the several games that you're in, you explore the bottom. Surely we're not just exploring beneath the sea of clouds for the first time here in Fuga 3, like before Solar to Robo or any game like that does it. Or this could be the first time, I don't know.
嘘だろ。
Underneath the sea of clouds?
ああ、
Wait, more importantly, where is everybody? Guys, are you alright?
マルトは仲間たちの安否を確認したが、気を失っていただけで大きな問題は見られなかった。
After looking around, Malt found his friends, safe but unconscious. He couldn't see any major injuries.
は
Ew, I'm just glad everyone's safe. I'm kinda dizzy.
あ、うん。
It's quiet here. Are we really under the sea of clouds? It's really pretty here.
と、
We don't know what might happen to us here. Let's take a break before we investigate the area. Cool.
子供たちが準備を整えていると、再び謎の少女から通信が入った。
As the children were preparing to investigate, another message arrived from the mysterious girl.
奥へ進んでください。
Proceed forward. Oh,
あの、
who are you?
うーん。
Please proceed forward. I will be waiting for you. It's interesting that this one is the... What's the thing? Bravery, and this one's the tactics one. I mean, it makes sense, but... I guess I'm used to associating the red one with the renegade, whatever you would call it, that Malt had in the previous game, so... I'd expect the one that's more hostile to be red, and the one that's more cooperative to be blue. But I guess in this game it's a little bit different. It's tactics and bravery. So yeah, this one is more tactical, and I guess you'd have to be kind of brave to trust someone out of the blue. But we're metagaming this for the red, so... I don't think we have a choice but to trust her.
そうだね。
If she was going to attack us, she would have done it by now. We should be as cautious as possible.
そうね。
We might not know who that girl is, but we have no choice but to press on.
そうだね。
Alright, let's go. Just be ready to fight at a moment's notice.
子供たちが塔に近づくと、彼らを迎え入れるように巨大な扉が開いた。
As the children approached the tower, the massive doors opened as if to welcome them.
ここは、まさか。
This place. No, it couldn't be.
ジュノなのか。
Is this the Juno? Alright. And you know, I'm glad he kind of popped up just now. I almost forgot to talk to him this chapter, or rather, the first intermission that we had, I definitely forgot to talk to him. Alright, so first of all, who is kind of low level? And also maybe not in the party. We'll just give it to Sheena. I think she's falling behind, or Brits. Whichever one of them is lower level. Rather lower in experience, that is. He's just starting, and Sheena is... well, they're about equivalent. So... I guess if We're mostly talking this time around, since we can't really upgrade anything. Well, let's finish this off first before I forget. Malt. Deepen your bond. The Tyrannus sure has changed since we first found it. Needs to be stronger, it's so cool now. We're growing with it. Circle is positive, growing with it might be something Malt cares more about. I'll go with that. Yeah, he liked it. I guess that's a good way of looking at it. Ah, right, the potty. Who wants the potty? We won't make you wait any longer. Heck. Even though you're not in the rotation this time around. Well, I guess we can cash in his hero mode at any point, because this puts him at 1 turn away from activating hero mode. So he'll be in our reserves until we have to do whatever his hero mode does, which is... delay the enemy for free, I guess. Good to know. And then this thing. Not that, this. Okay, now we're getting a problem, it seems. Auto formation no longer works, which means... yeah, it seems auto formation only puts in characters that aren't tired. I understand now why auto formation exists. Because it wouldn't make sense if auto formation just worked every time, then there would be no playing from the player part, right? So we now have to like select, I guess strategically, which characters are okay for us to spend tiredness on or something. No matter what, we're not going to get 100%. I mean, I guess like 90 whatever percent is still good enough, but was there a way that I could have played this so that I wouldn't have had this exact problem, like with the previous rounds, if I didn't use auto formation and use somebody that maybe was tired and save people that weren't tired for later? Maybe. It could just be bad luck. Whatever. So what do I do now? Should I use people that are 2 or 1? Let's use Socks and May. Socks is on 1 and May's on 2. And next time we'll try to see like where that puts them. If that puts Socks at 2 and May at 3, or if it just puts them both at a flat 2. Like it maximizes their tiredness without any addition or whatever. Alright, so we'll have to accept 94% efficiency. I guess we could also like do this and then this. No, wait. That's still worse, even without the 1 tick of that thing. Near's 3, so we should be saving her. Yeah, the auto seems like it might not be good for maximizing or min-maxing. Is anyone just like 1? Well, I guess we'll use that. So that's 94. And no one's going over. Is it good to use a tired person? I'm still not sure. Maybe I use a non-tired person that only has 1? And actually, I thought these people might level up their tool status or something, but maybe they never level up, I can't actually tell. They might just have the same stats as they've always had. Maybe that's the strategy, like where the strategy centers around. So does it even matter if Brits is tired and if we use him, cause he only has like 1 bar at maximum, right? Whereas May has 2 maximum when she's not tired. Well, whatever. I'll try to strategize a bit more next time. Alright, question is, do I want this now so I can get these other intermission points? The free AP, basically. Well, I guess we still have to, like, maybe spend money to create the intermission points. We still haven't used this one, and the transmission points are nice and all, but I still think these are better in the long run. I think, though, for survivability, since it seems like the enemies are getting tougher, of course, as the game goes on, and we're getting this new enemy faction or something, maybe I want to get this offensive skill for more bonus weakness icons, just like whenever. I'm hoping this means 100% triggering, because it could just mean it only happens sometimes. Assist is also nice, and actually, the laser assist. Using assist more frequently is really useful, and it lets us level up the assists that much more frequently. Well, this one just lets us demolish the enemy with more efficiency, I guess. I think I'd rather level up the assists with this. Okay. We'll consider this next time, or getting towards this one, whatever. Alright, so who needed those levels again? I think Brits. Go down there. Quiz time.
Yeah.
Hello, thanks for visiting. I thought you'd want to try one of my quizzes. Now, can you match the knowledge I've gained from my research? Who was the Burman Supreme Commander that Gasco fought 1 year ago? That'd be Hex. Correct. You're quite knowledgeable.
期待してるよ.
Just what I'd expect from one of the heroes of Gasco. I look forward to seeing what the future holds.
新作だよ.
And a new chapter.
読んでくれるかな?
In a moment. After I do all of this other stuff. Yep, everyone always wants fruit and vegetables, I guess. Well, actually, no one wants the sheep this time, the animal shed, so we can get away with that, with not using it. Give us strawberry. Give us tomato. Give us cabbage and wheat. And piercing bomb leveled up. Oh, even more armor decrease. 5 armor rank decrease, incredible. Alright, those guys aren't even in battle though. Carrot salad. Can we make that happen? As Sheena. Not the worst thing in the world. This is actually interesting. I've never really utilized this in the previous games because, like I mentioned, I've always just gone for the food that increases my affinity and stuff and experience, while also going for increasing basic attack with stuff that takes meat. Before we get into a major battle, I never really use these things, but this one that decreases skill cost by 1 SP, I guess that just means we can use the armor piercing for free. Which, I mean, it's basically free already, but it's interesting that it costs nothing with this. I don't really want to cook this, though. Sorry, May. I do want to cook, though, so it's going to make no one happy, but we're going to make the same thing as last time. Strawberry Charlotte. Not a high success. It's not always going to be a high success. Okay, Hannah wants to sleep. That's not happening. We'll give Guy Talk to... Let's actually do... Guy Talk between Kyle and Malt. We'll have Malt do the talking.
Yes. Yo.
What the heck are we fighting here? Yeah, that's a good question. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Me too. I'd probably have a better idea if I actually played Solito Robo. Someday. We'll be friends even after this is over, right? You're so sentimental, Kyle. You're silly to worry about that. People change, I can't promise that. We'll be friends no matter what. No matter how far apart we are. Yeah. We're sentimental too. I'll never forget the bonds we have either. I promise you. Kyle's the kind of guy who, after the first 2 games and everything that they've been through, the kind of guy that can say that sort of thing, I guess. Without any trace of irony or whatever. Oh, actually I should have done it as Kyle. He's lower level. Well, whatever. Anyway, we need some guy talk between Boron and Socks. The Kaiser is the same as Hex when he's resurrected, the Vandergrand. And that's everyone. Well, all of the stuff that we intend to do. Oh, and we got Revenge Shot. An attack on an enemy that increases damage the lower the tank's HP is. That was also in the previous games, and I made some use of it in some dicey scenarios. And the Mega Piercing Shot. 3-hit attack with 3 armor rank decrease on an enemy. No wait, that's... Wait, what? I see, right. The 3 armor version, because we had previously 2 armor decrease. Interesting. That was in a previous game already, right? I'm pretty sure it's been in the first game, even? Maybe. Powerful March leveled up. More damage. Malt got stronger. Brits also wants to get stronger. I'm not sure that's going to happen right now. Unless we, like, go for it. Alright, we'll finish the trio. In the end, no one can control a force greater than themselves. And our chance. The Berman bio-enhanced weaponry is truly a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, but I don't think we're fighting those anymore. It's never technology, or it's technology that should never be used in war. I wish the Tyrannus could do something like that. Definitely not that. It's horrible technology that treats lives like playthings. Square and triangle are kind of the same, but square is more decrying it. I'm pretty sure Socks, as a scientist with moral standards, would agree with square. Such technology cannot be tolerated in the hands of such evil people. Damn it. He's really, like, a little bit away. I guess we got decimal values through having these 2 paired up in the tank or something. Well, it's fine. They'll finish up in the next round of battles, I guess. Alright, we'll continue with May and Malt, I think. Or we could level someone else up. Quick look in here. Yeah, these 2 are level 8 already. We could do these 2. Yeah. And Kyle is kind of lagging behind. So is Socks and Boron, I guess. And some of the others in reserves or whatever. It's fine though. Hannah was down there. I can't wait until things go back to normal. I should make something tasty for everyone. We already cooked. We could cook that carrot salad for May, I guess. I think we're fine though. We're gonna go into battle with 2 of our 6 active party members without hero mode. That's the same thing we had last time, and I think it's going to work out just fine. I hope I can give everyone checkups like a doctor would. We all trust in you. Maybe I should go on a diet in that case. I'm perfectly healthy, so you don't need to check on me. Probably just triangle. I wonder if this is good practice for when I become a real doctor. I hope the laundry hasn't piled up too much. I hope everyone is doing well. We've been fighting for so long. Okay. And we'll actually leave the remaining conversations for someone else. Since Carl and Hannah are in the cockpit together, their affinity will go up naturally. Where's May? Ah, went right past her. Feels like someone is watching me. It feels like a weird man and a quiet girl are watching me. That's concerning. Who's the quiet girl? Oh wait, the one that we're already talking to. Yeah. I can't wait to go home with everybody. We need to make sure we survive this then. Do you miss home already? Let's make sure our hometowns are peaceful when we get back. Think this is a repeat? It was Triangle last time. Yeah. That way I can be with Grandpa and Grandma for a long, long time. Okay. And for the last bit of conversation, I don't know. Just give it to... Who else needs to work on a 9? Just give it to Chicken Hack. No, wait, someone that's lower level. Give it to Sheena and... Nope, not that. Of course she's got the level 5 with Brit. We could focus on someone else, but let's just get it up with Brits for now. Where is Sirius?
Yeah.
So the Kaiser was just being made to dance along to someone else's tune. And we'll continue that trio of conversations next time. Oh, I thought Britz's thing was that he wanted to be stronger. It was actually that he wanted to talk to someone. Well, we fulfilled that anyway, even though we didn't have to. Okay. First things first, though, we got a comic. Episode 6. Lunar Rocket. Bridge. Right, we're getting into this now. They're going to the moon. Kind of like the suit on the owl. I mean, we already saw it over here. The little tether connecting it to Suker. It's just kind of funny. Can't exactly fly around while in the suit. I'm sure she's fine with it, though. Launch sequence. Countdown beginning. 10. 9. 8. 7. My heart feels like it's about to stop. Don't say that. You invented this. I'm so excited. 6. 5. Ooh. Almost there. 4. 3. 2. 1. Let's go. Liftoff. Brr. A few hours after the lunar rocket launch. Outer space. They're all so happy to be floating around. Even Kramer loves it, I imagine. So that's the Earth. The planet we live on. Is it also called the Earth in... like, by the people that inhabit Gasco and Berman and all of that? Or do they call it like a different planet? Did the name Earth persist? Through the extinction of humanity or whatever? Well, it's used in the comic here, so I guess so. Probably? Well, I guess... Yeah, these are Keininu and Felineko, these characters, so I guess the implication is that the adventures of Tsukur take place on the same planet that the readers live on. So yeah, they call it Earth. And it's of course the Sea of Clouds with the floating islands. Of course, you could just assume that the artist is creating their own planet based on the planet that the people of Gasco live on, so you could argue that it's not supposed to be the same planet, but I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be. As simple as it's the same planet, nothing complicated. Wow. It looks like cotton candy, all covered in clouds like that. According to ancient documents, once upon a time, the Earth was not covered in clouds. And that it was a beautiful blue planet with seas of water. Okay, this I'm not so sure about. Is this something that Lune is writing about with his private knowledge or something? Just something that's fantasy for the comic? Or do the people of the actual real planet that the kids all live on, do they actually know that it used to be covered in water? Or whatever. We'll be able to see something once we get closer to the moon, right? It's so bright from this far, I can't see anything. A few days later, outside the moon's orbit. We'll soon enter the moon's orbit. Ho ho, we'll do a loop and then land. It looks like there's nothing but craggy rocks here. I thought it would be way shinier here. Ooh. Beep, beep. Thunk. Ah, what's that? I've suddenly lost control of the rocket. Our controls. Someone is taking over our controls. Boom. Hey, that's just like what happened to us this chapter. Where is it taking us? Hey, what's that? We're not on the moon, are we? We're under the cloud. Or under the Sea of Clouds. Wait, Well, it's just kind of similar to what's happening. It's not exactly the same. We're not going to the moon yet, I guess. Okay. That's all for now. We're ready to continue, I guess, with just a little bit of time left in the episode. It's fine, though. And we've got a harsh battle already. What's the justification for this?
よし行こ
無人兵器が接近攻撃態勢に入っています
Unarmed enemies in formation detected nearby.
うなんだって
What? What?
残念だけど
Looks like we're not getting the red carpet rolled out for us.
これはあなた方を見極める手段です。どうぞ力を示してください。
Of course it is. It's just for analysis. You know, I thought we'd get more story before we get into actual war combat, but yeah, they're holding out on us still, but we still have to have gameplay. This is a means of analysis. Show your strengths. Well, I guess this is also kind of like where we are in the plot right now, right? Because it sounds like she's summoning us because we reached a point where we can summon the Helheim or whatever. Like, she didn't even summon the people that actually summoned the Helheim. She just summoned us, who were in the vicinity of the Helheim, or were strong enough to repel it. So I guess that's the whole point of why we were summoned. If that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
総員前進なのです。
Alright, thanks, Kyle. All enemies we've seen before. Oh, wait. What is that? The assist gauge is bigger now. I thought that thing that we got would increase the rate that we get the assists. Does it just increase the size? It said increase by 50%, so that would make sense. It seems like it increased by double. What is this? Could it be a translation issue or probably not? Well, in any case, we have 2 bars now, and that's definitely from the upgrade we just did, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is a problem. This is like a huge problem. Look at all these enemies. I think we want to take out the smaller ones first, I guess? We barely have any SP. It's my own fault. I started battle like this. Do we have something that... Well, let's do one of these. I guess. Or maybe Jin could hit everyone? That might be more efficient use of like a huge amount of SP. I'll bring him in temporarily. Just for that. Then we'll need some blues and yellow. I think that's probably fine. That's a problem. I wanted to attach the bomb, but we'll deal without it for now, I guess. Give us... where is it? No, this is fine. Could do burn on all enemies, but I think we want to make them miss. Oh no, wait. No, we can't do that. We don't have something that inflicts darkness on all enemies. Okay, we'll do burn then. And we're going again. Alright, swap back in. And actually this helps. We can... yeah, we can do what I planned. What I want to do. Put her there. Then socks first. Like that. How much HP do you have? You'll probably live, I think. Right? Actually, maybe better on... no, this is fine. Use our remaining SP on this. This is going to work, right? Maybe I didn't think this through properly. I didn't think this through properly. Crap. It's just going to die. Shit. I mean, that's great and all, but I put down a bomb for nothing. What a waste. A waste of 7 SP. And the bomb doesn't go off. Son of a bitch. Well, I wasn't going to let it just live. How many rounds in this battle? It seems like only this one. Yeah, this one is a bit much already. Don't just want to use this, but it might be the best move. Accuracy, damage. Let's go for damage, actually. We're going to do a multi-piercing, raise our combo. Bring in Kyle, swap in May, wrap up with Boron. And we got the Mega, I forgot about that. Do we want to use 9 for that though? I think we're probably okay to not do that. I think. Maybe. You know, we should have cashed in our combo on this lower guy. You know what? We'll do a super piercing. And even though it's kind of a waste, We'll do this just because it'll kill the guy below with a multi-piercing shot again. Alright, damage is looking pretty bad right now. We're still okay. So use that assist. Actually do this first. This will kill it, right? It might not actually. Damn. Unless we use the assist first, yeah. Increase our attack. Give us a yum yum shot. And how much HP is that? We'll learn. That's a pretty decent amount for just 4 SP. When you say 100%, interesting. So that can trigger any time we're above 50% and it fills it to 100. So it has to be in that narrow window there, I guess, not over 100? Well, we'll hang on to that for next time. And I feel like we're gonna have to do this for like the next battle. That guy's red, so no, actually, wait. Reset that. Or it doesn't matter either way. Just keep this, I guess. You just do a normal attack. Won't kill. We need to use this for later. A great energy cell. It'll be barely like a third or something, but oh, that's actually around half. Exactly half. Alright. Did you assess us enough? Was that good for you? Oh, I guess Boron can learn Yellow Trigger for some reason. He's always been a canon, so I don't know the justification for that, but I'm glad he has it. Enemies have been defeated. How's that? Still want us to show our strengths? Proceed further. Show your strengths. Damn it. What the hell is going on here? I'm sure we're going to learn what exactly the hell is going on here next time. For now though, after a heavy-duty battle right out of the intermission like that, we should probably lick our wounds a little bit. Now would be a good time to take a break.